Hi there, this is Jonathan Ginsberg, and I'd like to answer the question today about how do you know it's time to file for disability? Now, you know, the word disability or disabled is kind of a loaded term, and nobody likes to think of themselves as disabled. And I think that one of the things when I talk to my clients is that getting past that hurdle of labeling yourself as disabled can be very tough. It takes a lot of guts, a lot of courage to do that. But you have to realize that if you find that you cannot work anymore and realize that capacity to work is the main issue in a disability case, it's important that you go ahead and pursue disability, because if you wait and you kind of drag it out and work part-time for months or years, you could lose credits, you could lose tens of thousands of dollars, you could completely eliminate your eligibility for disability at all if you don't file on time. So my feeling is, if you hit the point where you're not able to work full-time at even a simple type of job, it's time to really look carefully at disability. And of course, if you have any questions about that, you want to talk to me about it, feel free to contact me by phone or by email. But in any case, I made kind of a non-exhaustive list of factors that I think are relevant to kind of give you that nudge that maybe it's time to file for disability. And here's my list. First of all, if you find that you're having attendance problems at your job, that's kind of a sign. Attendance problems, meaning that you're missing time from work, you're missing days, you're using up all your sick time, you're taking unscheduled breaks, you're leaving early, you're coming in late, whatever the case may be, that's usually a sign that you're not able to do full-time work anymore. And again, that's a pretty good sign that it may be time to look at filing for disability. If you move from full-time to part-time, that's a sign. Again, if you've been working full-time for years and years and you find you just can't do it anymore and you move to part-time, then it may be that your body is telling you that you're not able to work anymore, that disability might be in the offing. If you're getting by at work only because you're getting help from coworkers, you're getting special considerations from a longtime supervisor, if you kind of look in the mirror and realize that if you were coming in off the street, you would not be able to get the job you're doing, and you're only getting by because of help from people that have now become friends, your coworkers or supervisors, that's a sign it may be time to file for disability. If you find yourself taking excessive unscheduled breaks, I win a lot of cases on unscheduled breaks, unscheduled bathroom breaks, unscheduled rest breaks, those type of things. If you're taking more than, let's say, 1 or 2 a week for more than 5 minutes or so, that's excessive. And I will tell you again that when vocational witnesses testify at these hearings, that if you're taking 1 or 2 unscheduled breaks during the course of a day, that's not consistent with competitive work, and you're likely to win on that basis. So if you find yourself taking excessive breaks, you can document that, and that's what your doctor would also support you. Pretty good shot you're going to win. A lot of times people have undergone some sort of a medical crisis. They've had surgery, they had a stroke, they had some sort of an event that happened that left them really completely changed from the time before. And sometimes that's a trigger that maybe it's time to file for disability. Again, a stroke is a good example of it, a diabetic crisis, a breathing crisis, a heart attack, or even a minor heart attack. That could be enough where you're so fatigued, you're so mentally not focused that you would not be able to perform at a job. That might be a sign it's time to file for disability. I think you need to listen to what your friends and relatives are telling you. Sometimes you'll find that friends and relatives don't want to hurt your feelings, but if you kind of get the sense they're suggesting that you need to go to the doctor, you're not taking care of yourself, ask them. It's important to know what they really think. And again, people are not going to want to hurt your feelings, but someone who's really got your best interests at heart is going to say to you, yes, you look like you're having a really difficult time, and it may be time to seek more significant medical care, and it may be time to back off working a little bit because it's not good for your long-term health. So those are some factors. And I think the final factor that I would point to would be if you find yourself taking dozens of pills a day. I talked to a guy the other day who's taking 34 pills a day. Well, that's just not normal. And if you're taking that many pills, that means that you're not healthy. And again, that might be a sign that disability would be something that might help you increase your longevity, might make you happier over the course of your life, and it maybe would help you cut back on some of those pills if you were not working. Because again, work is stressful. It causes a lot of stress both physically and mentally, and that would be a sign to me if you're taking 30 pills a day that's not right. If you're taking even non-prescription pills, if you're taking 8 10 Tylenol a day. That's not normal. And I think sometimes people, they do this and it sort of becomes their normal, but when you step back and look at it, it's just not normal for most people to take that many pills, and certainly not that many painkillers or have that many type of therapies. That's really not normal either. So anyway, those are some of the factors that I look at. If you find yourself kind of nodding your head and saying, that sounds like me, then it may be time to, again, think about the disability process. No charge to talk to an attorney like me about that. Again, email me, call me, however you want to get in touch, and I'm happy to kind of walk you through it and tell you whether I think you're kind of going that direction.